Hello guys, so today I'm gonna be talking about Japan, more about Japan. So I think around yesterday night, I think, or last night, I think, there is some big earthquake. I don't know, last night or 2 nights ago, there is some big earthquake in Japan, which was 7.1 or 3, I think. And then for me personally, it's scary, of course. Like for real, I think that if I was at there, I would be feeling scared, of course. But then, well, as you can see, Japan, they are already prepared for it, so I think it's fine for them. But hopefully, they are all right. Okay. From what I heard, there's a lot of news, like a lot of people getting injured, and then house and buildings collapses. Some of them, and I do feel bad for it. But let's talk about what, why is there a lot of earthquake in Japan, and how does it feel like, what is this earthquake like? Why so many? So the reason why there's a lot of earthquake in Japan, I think it's basically because of the land. I think the land, the sea, inside the sea, inside the sea, the ground, it's not really stable. Especially at 2011, when there's one big earthquake, happened, I think at near the Sendai and Fukushima Tohoku region. It causes like a tsunami to happen in Japan. So I feel like when there's a tsunami, of course, you have to run away to higher grounds. And personally, for me, when I think of earthquake in Japan, I think about like how the building are really structurally built built for the earthquake, like the prevent building collapse during earthquake. But then, of course, for me, if because I will go there like in near future. Personally, I think that if one day, like for example, I was in an earthquake, then I would be really feel at least that bit safe. But then, of course, like what should you do when you're in an earthquake? I'm gonna be talking about that now. So I don't know, but when I was, especially where I live, I we sometimes do have earthquake. But when there's earthquake, for me I would go down to the table and wait till it stops, and then I'm gonna run out of the building. But then if there's, for example, a big earthquake and the building cannot hold off, or old buildings, I don't know the best way to really escape. For me, it's just for I will just run outside rather than be under the table, unless if the building is already certified to be safe from earthquake. But then, of course, there's a lot controversial. But if I was stuck in in a debris of buildings that have collapsed, then it's much more hard to be like safe. You are being stuck under there. Your life will be much more danger than when you're in outside. Especially when sometimes when there's a big tsunami happen, then you're stuck under the debris, or the, I don't know what you call it. But then, when that happened, then you cannot escape. Then what happened? You will die. Of course, if like the building is certified to be safe and what sort, then you can stay under this. But if like when the building is like old, decrepit like that, or some problems with it, and then if the some earthquake happen suddenly can collapse, then it's best for you just run outside as fast as possible. So yeah, but then why is that the case? Like, why should you run outside then? Of course, tsunami, I would say, but then more of the reason is that when you're inside the building and it just shake a lot, and then you're going under the table, and then when the building collapses, you can also get injured, of course, and then you can also get tsunamis. So I think that's the issues. And then there's something like and well, I do think that in the 2011 Fukushima, I think the tsunami happened. I when I watch the news, it's so scary. And when I think about it, like, is it safe enough to like go to Japan and like live there for a long time, especially when the earthquake and tsunamis and all stuff that might be happen in near future. Of course, it might happen. I don't know when, but it might. So be prepared if like it happens. But for me personally, I think it's still in a safe zone to be living there, because I think the buildings are structurally built well to handle the danger, and then especially with the alert system that might happen, like tell you that there's some danger happen. So especially when you're in the decrepit house like that, you want to run outside, of course. If you like, it can collapse anytime, especially something only like three magnitude of three earthquake and then sudden collapse. You want to run outside, of course. You don't want to stay inside, of course. But so then, when that happen, of course, you want to run outside. So with this system alert that can warn you earlier, then you might be more safer. But personally, for me, if I live there, like if near future, when I live there, what I will be prepared is like a bag full of safety stuff, like food and drinks and all stuff that can be stored for a long time. Yeah, we have to be prepared for that, and also we have to know, like if like suddenly it happens, we have to be prepared to like go on the table or run outside, of course. And then more importantly, you have to stay, build your stamina, and then just be prepared for if when there's some building collapse, and then also prepare like knives and what you call that, fire things that can, yeah, of course, fire that can help you make fire, of course. I think that's all, I think, for what earthquake I think in Japan. Well, what do you think? Of course, for me, I think if there's happen to be earthquake when I live there, then of course I have to be prepared. So I think that's it for now. So I'm gonna be talking to you guys in the next video. I think next week that will be uploaded. So see you guys, and like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. See you.